So welcome to another episode of People of Penang Podcast, where we talk with real people from Penang. And today we got Paul from HARMONICO. Thanks for joining us, man.
And this is a special, episode in a series about World Religion Day.
So we want to find out the why. How did you start? What is your journey to the been working into Pusat Harmony or HARMONICO? Because you do a lot of work that has to do with uniting a culture and religion, and that is quite a complex task, man.
Okay, yeah. Hello everyone. I'm Hall.
Hi, Paul.
Of HARMONICO. Is it too formal?
Well, I don't.
Anyway, a long story. I think I would like to start saying how I came to where I am today. I think I started venture into the harmony work is during my working time with our ex-exco of social development and non-Islamic religious affair as a special officer.
Oh, wow.
So that was during 2020. And even way before that, I'm Penang Naik, but I was working in Putrajaya as a graduate of accountant in Ministry of Finance. I am an accountant. I was an accountant.
Oh,
so yeah. And after that, I have decided to actually settle down in Penang. Having myself here in my hometown, in where I grew, I feel that is something I satisfied. So I applied and job via a friend into this exco office.
In 2020, the most interesting year.
COVID.
Oh my God.
So actually, the interview start from end of 2019. Okay, then I got the job after Chinese New Year, 2020. Then I got offered a job as a special officer. After that, I was appointed to be the special officer in charge of non-Islamic religious affair. So it's about 1 year plus lah. So during that time, I think COVID type, there were many huru-hara lah. Huru-hara, I think.
Interesting times.
I think everybody was also huru-hara because, whether we can exercise or not, what is considered essential service. So in regards of my portfolio during that time, is praying an essential service? Question marks. I think nobody on the common trend. I think you have MOH. You have a lot of Ministry of Transport. They came out with certain SOP together with our Keselamatan, FKN, and also MOH. They are the main principle for setting SAP. But in pertaining to spiritual fulfillment, I would say that whether it's in essential service, of course, there are a lot of comments say that, there are SOP about how you should exercise, how you should buy your food, how you should go to the market, the social distancing, but never about an SOP for religious worship method.
How did you navigate that then? I mean,
So when I was into this portfolio, I received a lot of inquiry about what is actually, like, for example, a Christian, a group of Christian will ask me, because I was during that time in charge of this portfolio, you ask me, actually, can I go to church during that time? Or can I actually go to temple? The temple is just touch and go. I come in, then I pray, then I go. So there were no congregation method where you stay there for 2 hours and everything. It's not like the masjid context or the church context. They were asking this kind of question.
So this is true. Yes, people would pray close together, especially Fridays and the Sunday sermons for the churches.
So during that time, I escalate this thing up to the state government. Of course, during that time, SOP was never a state jurisdiction on setting the SOP. But the request came from the community, the grassroots, via me. Then I am the bridge also to the state government in addressing this issue. So the reason I say that is, I think that I said the outcome. The outcome is we actually successfully introduced the first SOP for houses of worship in Penang and also nationwide.
This is
when we launched, we will introduce our own SOP, considering, I think, the basic social distancing, the masking, and everything, the basic one, and plus the local context, the religious context. Then we introduced the first. I think then after that, Perak follow us, Johor follow us, Kedah follow us. The states start to announce their own SOP because of this portfolio. Then after that, I have also went to Putrajaya during the COVID time to liaise with Kementerian Perpaduan, because by the system wise, the Kementerian who need to bear the responsibility is at the federal level. So I did share what is our practices, and also some of the things that we took place in Penang and implement in Penang and ask them to adopt.
And this is back when you were in the Exco office or Harmonico?
Back in the Exco level, I was still at the Exco office level. So just to
Harmonico didn't exist yet, right?
not yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I will later slowly explain why I said this kind of thing is important. So then I soon realized that personally to me as a special officer might be a bit exhausting because want people to handle everything. This is one of the main concerns. Of course, during the COVID, the Penang state government has also offered a few initiatives, for example, giving allowance or bantuan one-off to all the houses of worship, such thing. And I find out some institutionalized problem where it's all being done by a few people. And I was, during that time, the special officer for that portfolio. I am also managing all the contacts network, the requests, and all the question inquiries. So over the period 2020 to 2021, I realized that problem, and I escalate the team to the state that there is a need to actually to have an organization rather than a people to manage such portfolio. Also, this is more I realized how I story the thing is from a personal level, it has to come to an institutional level, so that you must have a group of people working full time pertaining to this, because our community in Penang is so diverse. I think in terms of statistic, we have about 50% of Muslim, and the non-Muslim also the other 50%. So I think it's quite balanced, and it is inevitable that Penang State can have such institution in managing different faith and different religion within the state. So the idea has been mooted ever since 2020. We are facing like budgeting thing. Like for example, the state giving the one I mentioned, 500 or 1,000 one-off program to the houses of worship. But then things come back again. The problem came back again which is there were no basic statistic how many houses of worship in Penang. So when come into finance department, the finance department clearly, if you were to allocate certain resources to a certain community, you must have a numerator. You must have a number, right? If you were given 500 one-off to one houses of worship, we must know how many houses of worship in Penang so that they can allocate. Okay, let's say 2,000, let's say 3,000, or let's say 5,000. The budget can vary. So during that time, I find out that the statistic is not consistent. We have different departments, for example, ROS, Plan Malaysia, the council itself had its own statistic, and the numbers is totally different, high and low. You have 800 houses of worship. Some statistics show. Some statistics show you have 2,000 houses of worship. So there were no consistency in managing. I think this is in terms of budgeting. So why I say this is because all come back to the institution itself to work for that problem and to give solution. So a few rounds of engagement has been done during the formation, and also the idea of having an institution which was after that named as HARMONICO, Penang Harmony Corporation. So we had a few with different faith leaders talking about the idea of establishing an organization and institution for the state, what is our main purpose, our main job, and so on. And of course, Penang Harmony Center, the space itself, were introduced during 2019. I think, unfortunately, 2019 December. Few months later, then COVID hits. So there were not many people know about the existence of Harmony Center, even though I think generally people think this place is very nice. Oh, I never knew that Penang has such place. This is the usual comment.
I had it before COVID.
Yeah, correct.
We're curious. How was it like the learning curve switching from the accounting to managing interfaith thing?
That's true. Okay. I think to me, my philosophy is about managing resources. I was also not really an accountant. Because previously during Form 5, I studied science stream. Then I moved actually to Form 6 into Sejarah. And I aspire myself to become a lawyer. So, but I couldn't get my first choice. Then I was offered to UKM in studying business study. So UKM business study is the faculty lah. We call it as business faculty. And for UKM context is different. Second year we get to choose our majoring. So I decided to venture into account. I think accounting, the knowledge itself is very wide in terms of whatever line you actually venture into as your career. There is certainly never the accounting, the finance, and the knowledge about managing resources will never get lost. I think it is applicable in every industry.
And I think it's very important too, because literally you gave a huge insight to how governance in general develops. Like, for example, you say there's ROS, there's a council, and then there's Plan Malaysia. And the thing is, what people are easy to keyboard warrior and say, hey, how come they don't look at this? And hello, okay, retro societies is focused just on societies. The Plan Malaysia is focused on city planning and development. And then MBBP is management of those state assets, right? They're not focused on the house of worship. So hence why when you came in and you said there should be a institution that focuses on it, I don't think people realize that is why GLCs exist, agencies exist, because the biggest example for me, and this was not a criticism of anyone, but it's just because they don't have a Paul to do it. The art scene, for example, right? People always say, how come the government never focuses on art? Because there's nobody speaking for the arts. Nobody
One of us speaking is he's putting his accountant hat on. An organization is accountable. That's a process.
And he's brought the data together, and only then can things move. Because that was the main problem I remember when I was asking people inside governance, why is it art never gets focused on, or if there's grants, it's always under tourism? Because
It's constitutional knowledge too. If one person does it all and that person doesn't do it anymore, all is lost again. They start again.
Yes, I think that is also one of my main consideration. Not having ultimately Paul out as general manager for HARMONICO, but for the state itself and also for the healthiness of the whole system, government system, it should have an institution in taking care of such a thing. I think people come and go.
I love your books. I got to admit.
But then I love it. For 2020, 2021, I have built up a lot of contact for different churches leader, temple leader, Indian temple leader, the Hindu temple leader, and so on. But the contact stick and my phone and my own contact list, I do not want that to happen, because one day I will also leave. I don't foresee myself working there for 20 years or 30 years down the road. So it is more important that, because the state government was, I think the whole concept is the state government is formed by the party who won the election, right? Then it means that there will be a change of leadership, shift of direction, and all the resources you have to restart. So I figured out a lot of things during I was an special officer. I had received a lot of complaints saying that, oh, I have talked this matter, for example, this land matter, to the previous exco. All the previous humans, I had the YB and so on. Now we have to restart again because the new leadership came in and they don't know what is the chronology.
Yes. It is not just, I think it's not just about, the political continuation. This is just business continuity, correct? Just handing on. Sometimes even the same businesses, new set of manager, new set of rules. This is all that redone again.
Yeah. So I think every step and everything that I do after I graduate, even before graduate, the choice that I choose accounting equips me whatever and wherever I am today. For example, I have this mindset of institutionalizing tea because I was also in the government body before, the MOF. I was in the policy department. So I learned about having what the government should do. And I understand about policy making. So what really interests me in terms of job satisfaction for me is to work things out, number one. In terms of, because, okay lah, just to be more casual lah, last time when I was an JPA holder. So I was being called to a program called TAX lah, Talent Acceleration in Public Service, under Razak School of Government. So I had the training there for 2 years, running different departments, learning about how the government works. So during that time, I got interviewed by JPA. They asked me, what makes you interested in joining the public service? I think the answer is to the default that I said, I want to contribute to the nation. This is how I want to contribute to the nation. I think this actually reflects what I'm doing today. When talk about a people has an outcome, a career objective. If my career objective to now is to, for what I can do, my career objective is not to earn money. If I were to earn money, I don't have to work here. But my career objective for now is to contribute to the nation at my own ability. I think then I choose to actually stay in Harmonico and even interview to the Exco office, because I think that during that time I am the closest to the Penang State Government highest level.
I think that is something cool, right? And multi. What you describe is you're a public servant. You're serving.
Yeah. Because previously I was a public servant, and I was in the grade 41. People at grade 4, I was in a scheme now. We call it accountant was WA, WA 41. So I think I thought about if I were to continue stay here and I want to make changes, it's very hard for M41 to make changes because you have different layer, different bureaucracy. So I decided, of course, the first factor was I don't want to relocate to other states. I only want to come back Penang. There's different ways in contributing the nation.
Which part? And you grew up?
Tanjung Munga.
Oh, it's my person.
Yeah. So in that way, I choose to masuk I school office. Then I think everything, like I said, the path equipped me. That I have the opportunity to straight away propose to my boss. Boss, this is something I think having an institution is something that it will live. I think it will stay there. It will just stay there. So this is how the formation of Harmony Corporation being set up from idea generation, the engagement part, the consultation part, until to also convince our CM of having another GLC just for this purpose. So this is how, and of course, during the idea generation and also the proposal, because I was the most familiar people to understand the operation and how it should be run. So I proposed myself to actually join the organization in helping to set up, and it is how it become here today, where I am. From 2021 March we established until today is about 5 years time. So along the way, this is how Harmonico grow. We don't grow I think we don't start big. Start a very small organization. I remember I first stepped into this office as a manager. That was 2021 September. So during that time, it's only 2 people working, me and the admin. It's only me and the admin. So we also don't know what to start. Well, I mean, we have a good name, we have a good vision, we have our mission to do. That is all very clear cut. Our vision is to instill universal value and spiritual understanding among different faiths as a foundation towards an inclusive, and also an inclusive society, a harmonious society.
So the tricky part is like how do you execute that?
Yeah, so this is the higher level part. This is what we want to, everybody, despite you having different religion, but all the religion teach good value. This is how we want to put all people together, and this is the spirit of Harmonico. So we always stick into the wording of harmony because, like I said just now, Harmony Center was introduced during 2019, and Harmonico came in. The Harmony Corporation, that organization, came in after that 2021 to also be part of the organization to manage the center itself. So Harmonico staff actually stay at the Harmony Center to work. So this is actually our beauty itself. And what we do, we have actually done a lot if in pertaining to World Religion Day. Of course, we do a lot of interfaith matter. And what we want to bring is to bring different faith into a common space, be it the space physically is there or what. But we want more interaction to be done within the state itself.
Well, as People of Penang Podcast, we thank you for this collaboration. Yeah, give yourself.
And thank you for your sacrifice.
Our platform is really exactly in line with you, is to help people understand each other.
Yeah.
We are of different faiths. And like the previous guests that came during this special series, they talk about even know your neighbor, unity. This kind of thing is in line with what we are doing. Yeah. And speaking of accounting projects, they also talk about ERB. What is that?
Yeah, ERV is a system that was actually the idea mooted way earlier than how does it go? ERV, RIPI. E is norm, the E. Then RIBI stands for Rumah Ibadat Bukan Islam. Oh, so Rumah Ibadat Bukan Islam is actually an official term used within the government organization. Be federal level, they have changed a lot of name from RIBI to RISI, RISI to RIBI. RISI, RISI, Rumah Ibadat Selain Islam. Rumah, but we stick to ERB. So this ERB system, Rumah Ibadat Bukan Islam, is what one of the problems that I mentioned just now. We do not have enough data. We do not have enough data for budgeting. We do not have data for a comprehensive numbers of houses of worship in Penang by religion, by denomination, by the god, the type of deity and so on, and also religious calendar. For everything, we lack of that thing.
You sound like you are into the data-driven policy making, right? Which I like. Let's say.
I think policy cannot come from nowhere. It's always based on statistic data. Yes, this is coming from an accountant perspective, saying this, it has to be.
Can we just emphasize that for a lot of the NGOs and activists out there who like to protest, put your ideas down to paper with statistics, please. I'm sorry, this is not for anyone in particular, but you know who you are.
But then I think the statistic will show what is our problem and how do we do to get it better, or what is our way forward.
What's the response so far? You get most of the house of worship in the directory. It's a kind of directory, right? List.
Yeah, a directory list. And I think to the public is a directory list. I think ERB serve for a few purposes. Of course, for the public, you can see basic information. The houses of worship that is in Penang. For example, you are someone from KL, and you come here for holiday. But on one of the Sunday, you wish to go one of the Methodist church. So you will just search the filter, church, which area. I'm staying Bukit Mertajam. Then I filter for you. There is a list. You stay in SPT. Then Bukit Mertajam, there's a list of churches you can go. So this serve for a public information because I think for spiritual fulfillment and also for tourism, I think people can, by using this ERB website, to actually have a list of different houses of worship and different filtering function, and enable them to actually have the access to information. This is number one to the public.
If people want to access, where is this space?
Our website is very direct. It's erb.gov.my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it considered quite complete? And were there any surprises when it's compiled? It's like, wow, maybe there's so many that we didn't know about.
Of course, along the way, we are still complying, we are still cleaning the data. And also because the first part is always from migration. We already, the state government has been there for so long. Certainly, there are many paperworks, documents, poll documents. The first phase we did was to actually migrate all the physical documents and data into that system. So we have a foundation already. And the second phase, we do data cleaning. Of course, those 1998 information that is available hard copy, no longer updated. So we do update it, we call and so on, and also update their information. And the third phase is to actually upgrade different function, because eventually and ultimately, ERB serves as a one-stop center for this portfolio, which is the non-religious, non-Islamic religious affair portfolio.
Is part of the Chief Minister's office? How does it work, the structure?
Okay, the structure now, it is actually part in HARMONICO. So we are the custody, or we are the custody and also the system owner on behalf of the state. So I would like to also add on that the idea of ERB came even before the idea for HARMONICO Home. Because that is one of the convincing point. You have a system, but when we have all the system requirement and all the ideas being plotted out, then we ask one of the existing government agency to take over as a business owner. Nobody want to take the responsibility. So that enhance another point to form HARMONICO, because HARMONICO is qualified and also is the only agency that can hold this system as an owner, maintenance and everything. So the data system is the first thing, because what I say, I like to actually contribute in policy making. So data is the most important thing. You must have data, but then, okay, the system for that information and data thing was already in place. The idea was there, but nobody wants to take it. So HARMONICO's establishment further, I think, confident the stakeholder that if you have such organization, you can take care of the premise of the Harmony Center, you can take care of the welfare, you can take care of the data, you can take care of the system, everything included, just because there must be an institution, an organization in taking care. There must be a full-time staff working this, in running all the data, collecting all the info and so on. And we talk about policy making. Yeah, so there are many works to be done. Of course, we have 5-year plans, 10 years plan. What we want to do. Although we started small, but I think our ambition is quite big.
I give you credit where credit is due, because most people that I know with your background, you know what they tend to do? They go into a private corporation as the government relations officer, and that's what they do, lobby and stuff. But for you, you chosen the path, in my opinion, the hardest path. Because you started at GLC from scratch. I don't think people understand how hard that is, because you have to find your mission relevance, you got to get your sign-offs, you got to get your constitution all in order. And does it mean that just because you're GLC, you magically get money from the state, right? You have to quantify, you had to, all these things. I'm listening to your story and I'm just like, dude, since 2020 to 21, that is a huge sacrifice, because your resume, oh man, dude, there's so many companies would hire you.
So wrapping up, since we are about the end of it, is that what do you want to see from this series of World Religion Day podcasts?
I think we celebrated a few events. World Religion Day is one of them. Of course, we also celebrated the tolerance of Harmony Week on February, and also the World Peace Day. Initially, I set World Peace Day, or the International Day of Peace, as our flagship signature program that we want to do. And how do I actually see all this International Day, the World Religion Day, as a day? I think this is a tool for us and a day for us to actually pull different faith, different background people to an event. And I really like these days like Merdeka Day. I think this actually gives us more opportunity in organizing program more smoothly. Definitely, if there are more resources I would like to do every month. To have different type of event that can pull people in for more interaction. I think the last, I would also like to say the fundamental value of me having here always, even though sometimes I would also face some plateau that I will have to break through. But I do understand that the fundamental is to respect each other. I think this is something I always talk to our team. But then how do you start with respect? Is always via understanding. You cannot respect somebody here out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you are my neighbor, so I respect you. You are my boss, so I respect you. You have to understand first. You have to understand these people. Then you will start to respect. But understanding is also not the foundation. I think the interaction is the foundation. There is also no formula to an understanding. There must be a step. And what we want to do is to create more platform for interaction. I think this is with interaction, then you get more understanding. With understanding, there comes the outcome of respecting each other. I think this is my formula how I run the organization. I think regardless of World Religion Day, the International Day of Peace, our objective is always go by this formula. If it is via this formula, I think we can hardly go wrong. Right? I think this is how so far me and my team in managing Harmonicos and also in running a program. I think this is something we should always stick to it.
And I like how you're very clear your vision. There's hardly any fluff.
Final question.
Yeah.
How did the name Harmonico came about?
Okay, Harmonico is merely, of course, just a branding, right? I mean, Harmonico stands for Penang Harmony Corporation. I say we have Penang Harmony Center. So, during that time, we also think what we want to call, Penang Unity Center, Unity Corporation. Then the most clear cut, Penang Harmony remain. Even the logo itself, we don't change. It's actually originate from the center's logo by the architect. So I say clear cut lah. What we want to focus is to institutionalize things. Name everything is just secondary, but also have to be attractive enough. Like it is attractive enough. Then I think we throw out the idea. Oh, Penang. Then we brainstorm lah among the special officer office. Then they say, hey, Penang Harmony Corporation sounds good. Then Penang Harmony Corporation. Then the co is corporation. So Harmonico. Then people always at the start, they will refer us as Harmonica. It's okay. Harmonica. Then also we will also correct lah Harmonico. And soon Harmonico become a branding. Because by saying the word Penang Harmony Corporation is very long lah. Long and it's lengthy. So yeah, there must be also a branding there. Harmonico is always, then we start everything lah, from website lah, from Facebook lah, from all the social media. All our thing is using Harmonico as the brand name. And even that, our program all is circled and centered with the branding of Harmony itself. For example, we have Street of Harmony. We have Penang Harmony Week. We have hashtag Harmony Penang. So we want that to be a brand. A brand so that a brand that catchy so that everybody understand. So harmony is something you cannot deny. You cannot deny it is very important. And nobody will say no to harmony. I think it is a very strong word to us. So this is so far our branding. Even in program, idea generation, planning, all, I prefer to actually stick to that. Because the most important thing is the persistent, the consistent. Then we can move very far. Because harmony is something you cannot quantify. It can only be materialized or only be felt when via different channels like program. So we did a lot of things to translate what is actually harmony means. Now we don't take Oxford Dictionary and came up to tell you what is harmony by default. In terms of definition, harmony is what you see. Is what we introduce the program to you for you to experience it. So I think three years ago, I did mention this. Harmony is something you cannot quantify. It can only be materialized by your own experience.
It's a practice.
It's a practice. Yeah, it's a practice. Solely is a practice. So program is our indicator. The more program we do, there are more chance and higher chance to actually get into what we want. The respect part. The respect come. Wellness.
And there you go, the origin story of Harmonico.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for joining us here. Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
And all the best in what you're doing, man. Like I can't, like inside, I'm just like,
I almost thanks for coming, but like, wait, this is his place.
well, thanks for having us.
Yes.
This is everybody's choice in you.
Okay, this has been another episode of
Penang. People of Penang Podcast.
Yes, forgotten is so important.
I know. I was just so engrossed.
People every day.
Thank you.
Oh man, dude, like, I just love the fact.